So Chrisean Rock really thought she could sneak into NBA YoungBoy's private event and nobody would notice. Oh no, baby, this isn't 2019. The internet's got cameras, angles, and fans with FBI-level zoom on their phones. One blurry clip later, and boom, she's trending harder than a Nicki Minaj tweet storm. What was supposed to be a quiet, invite-only celebration turned into the messiest crossover episode in hip-hop since Blueface's last meltdown. The footage, if you haven't seen it, shows Chrisean walking in like she owned the place, surrounded by young boys, people who looked shocked to see her there. Fans are calling it the most chaotic reunion since the Baddies finale. Within minutes, hashtags were flying, hashtag Chris EAN at the function, hashtag uninvited energy, and my personal favorite, hashtag Blueface. Somewhere, crying, Twitter lost its mind. TikTok detectives started piecing together the timeline like this was a criminal investigation. And fans were screaming, "Who let her in?" But here's the wild part. It's what happened after she got caught that has everyone gasping. Because this wasn't just a random party crash. Oh no, this was a full-blown PR nightmare wrapped in a clout-chasing masterclass. And if you thought she was messy before, just wait. This is peak Chrisean Rock energy. Raw, reckless, and absolutely viral. Let's set the scene, because this one feels like it was pulled straight out of a Zeus Network fever dream. Picture it. NBA YoungBoy hosting a private event at an exclusive location in Baton Rouge. No cameras, no leaks, no outsiders. Just industry folks, label heads, and close friends. The kind of event where phones get checked at the door and security looks like they were hired straight out of Wakanda. Except, somehow Chrisean Rock walks in, not on the guest list. Not invited. Not even expected. She just appears like chaos itself, or SVPD, and the internet can't decide whether to applaud her boldness or call the cops. It started when a fan posted a second clip on X, formerly Twitter. The video was grainy, but unmistakable. There she was, Chrisean, strutting through the crowd in ripped jeans, designer boots, and that signature "I'm the moment" attitude. You could hear someone in the background saying, "Wait, ain't that Chrisean Rock?" The camera pans, and you can see YoungBoy security instantly tense up. Like, we did not sign up for this. That clip went viral in under an hour. Within minutes, TikTok detectives were doing what they do best, turning this short video into a 72-slide PowerPoint presentation. People were analyzing reflections in champagne glasses, zooming in on bodyguards, and cross-referencing hairstyles like they were in a CSI lab. And when it was confirmed, and fans knew it was her, that's when all hell broke loose. Because this wasn't just a random appearance. This was Chrisean Rock, the queen of unpredictability, crashing an event hosted by one of the most reclusive, exclusive, unpredictable artists alive. It was like gasoline meeting fire. And the internet was the match. People started speculating immediately. Why was she there? Was she invited by someone close to YoungBoy? Was it a publicity stunt? Or was it one of those accidentally on-purpose moments that Chrisean seems to have a PhD in? One fan tweeted, "This gotta be some kind of PR crossover event. There's no way she just walked in." Another said only Chrisean could sneak into a private party and make it about her. And the memes. Out of control. One viral post showed a photo of the Mona Lisa holding a wristband, captioned, "When you see Chrisean Rock at your private event," another said, "Chrisean sneaks into heaven like God know me. I'm with Jesus." Meanwhile, bloggers were eating. Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and Gossip of the City were all posting exclusive insider details, most of them contradicting each other. But who cares about facts when the drama's this juicy? Some sources claimed she showed up because a friend of YoungBoy invited her. Others said she slipped past security during a shift change. My favorite theory. A TikToker swore she was disguised as a staff member. Like, imagine Chrisean pretending to serve hors d'oeuvres just to get close to YoungBoy. That's Oscar-worthy chaos. But the real tea started brewing when fans realized this wasn't just some harmless gate crash. According to insiders, YoungBoy wasn't exactly thrilled. Apparently, security approached her, tried to escort her out politely, and Chrisean did not take it well. Witnesses say she started yelling, "Don't touch me, I know people here." And that's when a few phones came out. A second clip dropped online, this one showing her arguing with a staff member while other guests awkwardly looked away, pretending not to watch the hottest drama in the room. The clip was only 15 seconds. But that was all the internet needed. It looped across every social platform like wildfire. The comments were brutal every time there's peace. Here comes Chrisean with a plot twist. She's allergic to privacy. Security better start charging appearance fees. The thing is, Chrisean doesn't do subtle. When she walks into a room, it stops spinning. She's that level of unpredictable energy, the kind that makes everyone pull out their phones just in case something goes down. And this time, something definitely did. By the next morning, every gossip outlet had their exclusive sources. Some claimed she showed up to talk business with one of YoungBoy's team members. Others said it was personal. A few fans swore they saw her smiling too hard at YoungBoy, implying there might have been more to it. That one detail sent the internet spiraling suddenly. Blueface's name started trending. Fans were tagging him left and right, saying things like, "You seeing this? And your baby mama out here at NBA YoungBoy's private event? Care to comment?" The internet had just turned one leaked clip into a full-blown love triangle fan fiction. Blueface, of course, couldn't resist. Within hours, he posted a cryptic tweet. "She move like she's single. Bet she won't when that rent due." It was petty. It was messy, and it only poured more gasoline on the fire. Now, every major gossip outlet was running side-by-side screenshots. Chrisean at the party, Blueface's tweet, and YoungBoy looking unbothered. The holy trinity of internet chaos. But this scandal wasn't just about who was at the party. It was about why she was there. Some people said she was chasing attention, trying to spark headlines. Others argued she was genuinely invited. But her presence became awkward once word got out. The line between truth and trolling blurred completely. Meanwhile, memes got wilder. One tweet said, "Chrisean showing up uninvited to events like she's the final boss of drama." Another said, "If chaos was a person, it would need a +1 named Chrisean." But behind all the jokes, people were asking the real question. How does someone like Chrisean keep finding herself in these situations? How does she always manage to turn a random night out into a viral cultural event? It's not luck, it's instinct. The woman was practically built for the algorithm. She doesn't chase drama, drama finds her. And this time, that energy collided with one of the most private, unpredictable artists in the game, NBA YoungBoy. The man's entire career is built on secrecy, silence, and staying off the grid. So when he ends up trending for a Chrisean sighting, you already know something deeper is brewing beneath the surface. Because as wild as this viral party crash looked on camera, what happened next behind closed doors made this story spiral way beyond just another night. And trust me, once that second wave hit, it made her entrance look tame. If you thought the internet losing its mind over Chrisean's entrance was wild, wait till you see what happened after she was spotted inside. Because, baby, this went from funny celebrity sighting to digital demolition derby in record time. Once the clips hit every platform, every fan base went into war mode. Chrisean's supporters were like, "She just vibin'. Y'all doing too much?" Meanwhile, the YoungBoy fan base, which, let's be real, treats him like a Louisiana deity, was ready to start a petition banning her from any future event within a 10-mile radius. One post summed it up perfectly. Chaos had a VIP wristband. It would say Chrisean Rock +1, according to multiple sources inside the event. She didn't just pass through. Nope, sis made herself comfortable. She was seen talking to one of YoungBoy's producers, laughing a little too loud and moving like she belonged there. Security, unsure how to handle her without starting a scene, reportedly let it slide until YoungBoy himself noticed now. NBA YoungBoy is not exactly known for his patience. He's quiet, moody, and allergic to drama that doesn't come with a beat behind it. So imagine his face when someone whispered in his ear, "Yo, Chrisean rocks here." Witnesses say he turned his head like a confused sitcom dad, gave a long stare, and muttered, "Who let that happen?" Within seconds, things got awkward. The music got quieter. The energy shifted. Phones went up. Everyone was waiting for something to pop off because when Chrisean's in a room, calm doesn't exist, apparently. One of YoungBoy's team members approached her to escort her out, but Chrisean wasn't going anywhere. She reportedly told them, "I came to celebrate. I ain't leaving till I finish my drink." Iconic. Maybe. Smart. Absolutely not. Another guest, because of course there's always that guest, filmed the moment she was approached by security. And that clip became the second viral nuke of the night. The short video showed her waving her hands, shouting, "Y'all don't got to treat me like that." While security looked like they'd rather fight Mike Tyson than deal with her energy, the clip spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views on TikTok within hours. Millions of views on TikTok within hours. And that's when the comment sections went feral. One user wrote, "She sneaks in, argues with security, and still finds a way to make it their fault. Queen behavior." Another said, "She gotta stop auditioning for baddies every time she steps out." Someone even commented, "At this point, Chrisean ain't crashing parties. She crashing careers." Meanwhile, the rumor mill cranked up to full power. Alleged insiders started claiming Chrisean showed up because of a personal invite from one of YoungBoy's close associates. Others said she just wanted to clear the air. About an old beef that supposedly existed between their circles? Then came the conspiracy crowd. A few TikTokers swore up and down that she showed up for networking because apparently sneaking into private events is the new LinkedIn. One even claimed she was planning to collab with YoungBoy musically. The captions were unhinged. She wasn't trespassing. She was manifesting. But while the internet was arguing, Blueface was logging in. The man who somehow manages to turn every Chrisean headline into his own press release decided to speak. He posted a tweet that said, "I told y'all she belonged to the streets. They just happened to have a guest list." That single line was enough to detonate social media immediately. Fans flooded the replies with popcorn emojis, reaction memes, and not again comments. Someone wrote, "Blueface, gotta let it go. She ain't your Wi-Fi. Stop trying to connect." Another said, "This man's PR strategy is just subtweets and shade." But Blueface wasn't done. He later went live sipping Casamigos and saying, "Y'all surprised? She been doing stuff like this. She want attention, I give her to y'all here. Take her." By the next morning, every gossip outlet had paired Blueface's comments with footage from the party. It became the messiest timeline collage imaginable. Chrisean yelling, Blueface ranting, and YoungBoy looking like he wanted to disappear into a wall. Then came the celebrity reactions. The cherry on top of this drama Sunday, Boosie, of course, had to speak. On Instagram Live, he said, "She bold for that. Sneaking into YoungBoy party? That's like walking into Area 51 with an iPhone." Fans died laughing. Even DJ academics couldn't resist calling it the most Chrisean rock thing to ever happen. Meanwhile, Batty's cast members were posting cryptic stories. She never misses a moment, and some people love attention more than peace. Could tell they were talking about her without saying her name, but here's the twist that sent this whole thing into overdrive. Someone from the event, a guest with actual receipts, leaked messages showing that Chrisean had been told explicitly not to come. Apparently, her name had been discussed before the party, and YoungBoy's team agreed she would be a security concern. That same person shared a screenshot of a text reading, "If she shows up, escort her out immediately." When that leaked, it was done. Fans went ballistic. One tweet said she didn't sneak in by accident. She literally ignored a Dune Tenter sign. Another said she's not uninvited anymore. She's unhinged. The memes got even more ruthless. Someone photoshopped her face on a Mission Impossible poster with the title Operation Crash the Function. Another one had her running past security like she was in Grand Theft Auto Die Now. This wasn't even about Chrisean versus YoungBoy. It became the internet's event. Every platform had their version of the story, their spin, their jokes, their exclusive insiders. And here's where the plot thickens even more. People close to YoungBoy started deleting posts. Fans noticed several of his team members went private, as if trying to kill the story before it grew even bigger. Which, of course, only made people more curious. Because when you try to hide drama online, it multiplies like gremlins in a water fight. Meanwhile, Chrisean stayed quiet. No posts, no lives, no rants. Total silence. For someone known for clapping back faster than she breathes, her silence spoke volumes. It was almost strategic. Fans speculated she was waiting for the right moment to drop her side. Then it happened. 3 days later, Chrisean finally broke her silence in a now infamous Instagram Live. She appeared calm, collected, and borderline smug. Her opening line, "Y'all act like I snuck into the White House." She claimed she wasn't uninvited. She was misunderstood. She said, "I didn't sneak nowhere. People just be mad when I pop out." The internet's reaction. Pandemonium.1 comment said, "She just gaslighted the entire country." Another said, "Shorty could break into Fort Knox and say, 'I was just stopping by.'" Her live didn't help her case, it made it worse. Because instead of calming things down, she doubled down. She smiled through subtle shade at Blueface and said, "I go where I want. Ain't nobody controlling me." It was pure chaos wrapped in confidence. And while fans argued over whether she was lying or just trolling, one thing became clear. This wasn't about a party anymore. It was about Chrisean's brand. Love her or hate her, she's mastered the art of turning every scandal into content. Every fight, every feud, every headline, all fuel for her viral empire. And now, with her name tangled up with YoungBoy's and Blueface's again, the internet was eating out of her hand even as it roasted her. But the aftermath? That's where things got dark. Because this time, the mess didn't stay online. It started bleeding into real life, and the fallout would hit harder than anyone expected. By the time the smoke cleared from the Chrisean rock crashes, NBA YoungBoy's private event saga, the damage was done and the fallout was nuclear. This wasn't just another round of celebrity caught slipping. This was full-scale brand detonation. The internet had already voted guilty of drama in the first degree. The memes had evolved into digital art projects. People were remixing her clips into fake movie trailers. Mission Invasion, the Baton Rouge break-in. Someone even deep-faked a trailer where Chrisean parachuted through the roof, yelling, "Where the bottles at?" It was chaos, but the kind that goes viral every time she's involved. Behind the scenes, though, things weren't funny. Word spread that NBA YoungBoy's team was furious. They'd built the event to be low-key, industry deals, album talk, brand meetings. Instead, it became a meme festival. One insider told a gossip blog he don't even want to talk about it. He said she brought circus energy. Translation, she turned a business night into a social media episode. And the effects rippled. Several brands reportedly started reevaluating collaborations with both of them. YoungBoy, tired of the narrative, told his team to lock it down. No comments, no tweets, nothing. Meanwhile, Chrisean's PR manager was scrambling, trying to spin her stunt as miscommunication. But you can't PR polish chaos. Then Blueface jumped in again, because of course he did. He posted a clip from his car saying, "I told y'all. She gone make everything about her. Watch next week, she'll say it was a setup." Within hours, his comment section was a war zone. Team Blueface versus Team Chrisean. One fan wrote, "Y'all breaking up more times than my Wi-Fi?" Another added, "At this point, they need a joint YouTube channel called Toxic and Trending." What no one expected, though, was that Chrisean would lean into the chaos even harder. Instead of hiding, she started posting selfies with captions like "unbothered energy." She went live, blasting music, laughing, saying, "Y'all mad I got in? Y'all should have just invited me." It was bold. It was ridiculous. It was on brand, and it worked. Her follower count shot up by nearly 500,000 in 2 days. Engagement through the roof. Whether people loved or hated her, they couldn't look away. Every post became a battlefield of opinions. Half the comments roasting her, the other half defending her as the realest woman in entertainment. Meanwhile, talk shows and podcasts were milking the story like it came with sponsorships. The Breakfast Club dissected it for 20 minutes. One host joked, "She's like the hip-hop Waldo. She just appears where you least expect." TMZ called it the crash heard round the culture. Even smaller creators started using her name and titles for clout. But the real kicker came when a supposed insider video surfaced, footage allegedly showing Chrisean being escorted out of the venue while yelling, "I didn't even touch nobody." The audio was messy, the visuals grainy, but it didn't matter. It reignited the drama all over again. The clip racked up 5 million views in a day. Now, people were split. Some believed she was unfairly targeted, that the industry blacklists loud women but lets reckless men slide. Others saw it as classic Chrisean chaos, self-sabotage disguised as self-confidence. Either way, she was dominating the timeline. But here's where it got deeper, because when Blueface went live again, he made it personal. He said, "She still loves attention more than her kid." That line crossed a line. Fans exploded. Comments poured in calling him heartless, dragging him for bringing their child into it. It turned from party gossip into emotional warfare. Within hours, Chrisean responded with tears in her eyes, saying, "Stop playing with me as a mom. Y'all only talk about me when it's negative." The live hit 2 million views, a raw, emotional meltdown that made the internet pause for a second. For once, people saw the exhaustion behind the headlines. Still, the circus kept spinning. Because the internet doesn't do closure, it does cycles. For every sympathetic post, there were 10 memes waiting to drop. Someone edited her crying live over sad violin music. Captioned, "The Queen of Chaos shows her human side." It was cruel, but viral gold. And yet, buried under all the jokes and gossip, one truth started surfacing. Chrisean's unpredictability is her currency. The reason brands still chase her, the reason blogs never stop covering her, it's because she's the storm that keeps trending. Love her or hate her, she moves numbers. NBA YoungBoy's camp eventually released a short statement through a PR rep saying, "The event was private, no altercations occurred, and the team has no further comment." It was short, sterile, and boring, exactly what the internet doesn't want. Fans didn't care. They'd already written their own version of the story. It's complete with fanfiction level plotlins. By the end of the week, Chrisean had turned her scandal into a storyline. She teased a new single on Instagram, captioning it, "They tried to keep me out, but I'm always VIP." And just like that, she flipped humiliation into marketing. The clip went viral, naturally. In the world of viral culture, that's survival. You don't hide from the narrative, you hijack it. And Chrisean does it better than anyone. But even her die-hard fans could feel the toll. The exhaustion, the constant cycle of chaos, backlash, apology. "I'll trend again." You could hear it in the comment sections. "Girl, we love you, but sit down for a week. Protect your peace, not your timeline. Yet peace isn't profitable. Controversy is, and Chrisean rock." She's controversy personified still. The bigger picture is clear. Every scandal leaves a scar. NBA YoungBoy retreated even further into privacy. Blueface doubled down on his bitterness. And Chrisean, whether she meant to or not, became the face of modern celebrity chaos. The kind that burns bright, loud, and impossible to ignore, because the internet doesn't care who's right or wrong, cares who's trending. So as the digital dust settled, and everyone moved on to the next viral headline, one image lingered: Chrisean, walking confidently through that door like she owned it. That was her brand in a single frame: fearless, reckless, unstoppable. And while the blogs will call it a scandal, the culture knows the truth. She doesn't just crash the party. she becomes it. Whether she was chasing clout, love, or just a free drink, it worked. The world talked. The clicks soared. The legend of Chrisean Rock got another chapter. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many times she's dragged, canceled, or exposed, one fact never changes. Chrisean doesn't enter rooms quietly. She storms in, makes noise, and leaves the internet wondering what just happened. And that's exactly why they'll all click again when the next headline drops. And there you have it. The story that broke the internet. Crashed a private event and turned one night into a cultural earthquake. Chrisean Rock didn't just walk into NBA YoungBoy's party. She walked straight into another viral chapter of her legend. A story so wild it makes love and hip-hop look like Sunday brunch. So now the question is, what do you think, Secret Scoop fam? Did Chrisean just show up at the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was this another masterclass in calculated chaos? Was it confidence? Or pure clout-chasing energy? Drop your take in the comments, because the internet's got opinions, and I want yours louder than Blueface's ego. Before you bounce, make sure you smash that like button like you're kicking Chrisean out the VIP section. Subscribe so hard your phone starts filing restraining orders. And ring that notification bell like security did when she showed up uninvited, because here at Secret Scoop, the tea is hotter, the drama's louder, and the truth always messier than it looks. Tomorrow's chaos is already brewing. Maybe another rapper meltdown, a fake relationship reveal, or a private event that wasn't so private after all. And when it drops, we'll be right here breaking it down. One scandal at a time. This is Secret Scoop, where receipts are currency, clout is chaos. And every no comment just means the story's about to get better. Stay curious, stay savage, and remember, in the world of fame, privacy is just a rumor, and someone's always sneaking into the spotlight.